Hello Airsoft friends, and welcome to this video today where I'm going to be talking about something which I don't really know much about, but I'm seeing lots of people kind of, are upset about it, and I'm upset about it too because it's affecting my Airsoft life, and it's affecting your Airsoft life, and it's affecting all of our Airsoft lives. So it's something which, it's confusing. I've looked into it, I swear, I have looked into it, but I don't really understand the reasons why, and I think I've got an idea why the thing is happening that is happening, so we're going to talk about it, and I'm hoping that you can kind of write in the comments and let me know why it's happening, what's happening and why in the comments, because then we'll learn together. And that's something which I love doing. I love to learn. So let's all learn together about something which is happening, or currently has been going on for a while, and that is Brexit and import tax and customs and things like that. Because now, when we buy stuff from other countries online, it costs us more money because we have to pay the country to let us have them. So websites which were great, like Taiwan Gun, now we cannot just, buy them and have those prices. We then have to pay for them when they get to the country as well to import them to us so we can use them. But it just doesn't stop there. There's much more to this than also meets the eye. So Taiwan Gun were kind of like, one of the first casualties of Brexit, because they went dark for a while. They said that you were going to be able to order from them again from the 11th of January, although that wasn't the case, and it actually got delayed beyond that, so it took a little while for them to kind of like work out their best practice methods and things like that. And it wasn't until I think the end of January / start of Feb where they actually opened up and started taking orders again from the UK, and it was with a minimum spend, and this is still the case, of £140. So if you want to buy from Taiwan Gun, you have to buy a minimum of £140. But what that also means is when you buy from them and when your stuff gets to the UK, you now need to pay customs and imports tax to bring it into the UK. So what was originally, let's just say, for example, £100, when it hits the UK, you're then going to have to pay 20% tax on top of that, plus also usually about an 8% like shipping and handling fee, which will then increase, say, 28% extra. So that £100 has all of a sudden become £128. And that's not fun, because it's more money that you have to pay and you have to take into account when you're buying things online. And it's such a shame. But the thing that I don't understand is it seems to be inconsistent in terms of how much you pay, what you have to pay, and when you have to pay it. And also, like with Project Airsoft, people buy stuff from me like from all over the world, and I'm often sending stuff to like Denmark, the Netherlands, Canada, America. Like, I ship all over the place, but it seems to be like inconsistent in terms of how much tax people need to pay. And this is why I'm so confused. Like, for example, I sent I sent 2 riffs to Denmark, which I teched up, upgraded, sorted out, and sent over to a chap. And it was roughly about, it was just under £800 worth. However, then he had to pay about £300 worth in taxes. And I'm like, that's insane. That's like, 40%? Something like that? And I don't know if that's like, Denmark's rules or what have you, but that's just like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And I did like a little calculator on the shipping thing that I use, and it said it was going to be 0, because I was like, oh, that's good. Hooray for him. But no, it was lots of money. And I was just like, I'm so sorry. I don't have any idea, but it's not like the responsibility of the seller at that point. It is the buyer, but then it's just like an unexpected thing that the buyer would need to do. I suppose, it's not unexpected because we're kind of expecting it, but at the same time, it's also, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I had another chap in the States who bought one of the, my M4 SRS mag adapters, and all in all that came to, including shipping, by the way, it came to about £42, I think, £42, something like that, yeah, about £42, yeah. And then, when it arrived there, they needed to pay £40 in customs charges. How does that make any sense? You're paying, literally, that they're paying for the, not even just the cost of the item, they're paying cost of the shipping in order for them to have the item. I don't understand how that makes sense, because that's literally like, they're paying like over 100% of the value of the item in their customs charges. And that just doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know what's happening in the world. What is happening in the world? I wish we could just go back in time and cancel Brexit, and then none of this stuff would have been going on right now. Then we'd be able to continue to get cost-effective items, and then I can ship more easily, because then people don't have to worry about customs charges, which just seem to be, I don't know, it's like in South Park when they're trying to decide if they're going to bail out the banks or not, and they cut the head off the chicken, and the chicken just runs around, and wherever it dies, that's what they do. I feel like whenever anything gets to customs, they just cut the head off the chicken and run around, and then it'll just be like, oh, nothing for that one. Oh, 20% tax for that one. Oh, 120% tax on that one. Hooray! It doesn't make any sense, and I'm very confused. So if there's anybody watching right now who has like a better intrinsic knowledge and understanding of how these taxes work and why they just seem to be all over the place, please do let me know, because I would love to learn so I can, you know, hopefully give my customers a better experience. You know, if you guys want to pick up like patches and merch and things like that, I want to make sure that I can try and get it to you in the most cost-effective way possible, you know, both for you and for me, and then everybody will just like will win. Then it'll be great. I get so many people asking me at the minute if I like ship to, you know, like Canada, America, you know, even within Europe, people are like, are you shipping to here? And I'm like, yeah, I am. But you need to be cautious, because I don't know what your local laws are. Like, I'm doing everything on my end to make sure everything like ships appropriately and correctly, and you know, every box is ticked and correctly filled out. But sometimes I just don't understand why countries are working in these ways, because it genuinely does seem like just a random selection or randomness of people deciding, oh, we're going to charge this much customs tax on this thing, even though it's more than the actual value of the item. How does that make any sense? Charging more than the actual item cost for customs and stuff. Like, I'm so confused. But I'm hoping that this is going to be something really easy and obvious, and somebody in chat is just going to be able to go, oh, by the way, Shoe, this is why it happens like this. Oh, I'm so confused. But yeah, anyway, that's what I'm kind of like curious of. Like, I just want us to go back to how it was when we didn't have to worry about, like, you know, buying anything from abroad and you know, and having to pay extra money for it. And don't get me wrong, there is a lot of people at the minute going on and saying, you know, let's support UK retailers, let's support UK shops. And I'm completely down for that. But when no UK shop has in stock what I need, and I have to buy it from, you know, abroad or elsewhere, or if a UK shop is selling the exact same thing for like £60 more than I can get it from, like, you know, if it's like they're selling it for 120 quid and somebody abroad is selling it for 60, I'm gonna buy it for 60 and, you know, get it in here. So UK retailers, if they're selling the stuff that's the same as the other thing and it's a lot more money, try and get a better deal, and I'll buy it from you. I've got the money. I'll put it your way. I'm happy to buy. I'm happy to buy from UK sellers, but I'm not happy to buy to, like, you know, part with a ton more money than I need to just for the sake of it. And I feel like a lot of other people are in that boat too. I've seen people commenting on posts like that saying, you know, buy from local retailers, don't buy from abroad. UK postage never stops, so we can always do that. And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm completely down. But, like, the cheapo snipers that I buy for the sake of, you know, doing silly review videos on, like the MBO3, for example, £54. If I want to buy that in the UK, it's like 95 quid. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to spend like almost double on that riff just for the sake of helping out a UK store. If the prices can come down, then I will do. But you need to work with me on this, guys. You need to work with me on this. I guess we're all like suffering at the minute from that, and I mean, the fact of the matter is that it's still cheaper to buy everything from Taiwan Gun and pay the customs on top, which is just insane. It shows you how much it's more expensive other websites and stuff can be. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and genuinely, please help me understand this even more, because I don't really understand it at all at the minute, and I would love to, so I can try and give everybody a better service and experience. Big shout out to all of my Patreons. Thank you very much for helping me out. You are wonderful, and I love you all very, very much. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and also a big shout out to the StayFreshShoe Airsoft Community Discord. You're beautiful, lovely people, and if you'd like to join them, make some Airsoft friends and whatnot, check out the description below. There's a link to join the Discord, and then you can be in there and be a wonderful person too. Hooray! And that's for me. That's it for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you shared similar kind of thoughts and concerns and have knowledge. Please do inform me on this. Educate me. I want to know so everything can be better and make more sense in the world. Thank you for watching. Remember to call your hits, and I'll see you in the next one.